protocol. Okay, we need to understand how the ICMP packets would be transmitted. Okay. One question is that why we do not need to have ICMP packets for ICMP packets? Okay. Well, it's a simple. The simple answer here is that if that will be the case, then we would create some kind of endless loop, right? So we normally do not generate such ICM packets. Okay, let's look at chapter 9. In chapter 9, we discuss about the proxy ARP because we need to hide the network architecture for security purpose or try to save uh, the IP address because we already found out that IPv4 the address space is not enough. It will be run out of space pretty soon at the current pace. Another approach would be subnet. Subnet is pretty tricks that originally we would have here. Okay, we would have network address or host and host address. In subnet, we would borrow certain bits from the original host address, okay, to build subnets. Means that we would divide a larger network into a certain amount of smaller sub-networks. Okay. In that case, we could use the internet namespace or address space more efficient. Okay. The network mask, subnet mask, is the key when we try to play these kind of tricks. Okay. So what we need to know is how the fixed mask work and the variable length mask works and pros and cons for this kind of approach. Okay. And the requirement for this chapter would be that given a block of address and the certain amount of host we required in each subnet, then ask you how to divide the larger namespace into smaller ones or into multiple subnets. Okay. One of the homework we had is related to this kind of subnet questions. Okay. So you need to do the homework and to figure out how to apply subnetting skills to this kind of problem. In chapter 10, we discussed about the layering of protocol. Because we found out that the internet working is very complicated. So, in order to simplify the design of internet protocol, we have to divide different function modules and put them together or integrate them after we build individual modules. In this case, if any module need to be updated, then we will not have to do a complete overhaul, just need to do the update for certain module. Okay, and we need to understand the concept of layering, okay, and how it works. Also, we need to understand the function for each layer in ISO 7-layer models. Okay, we would have application on top and physical at the bottom. Also, what's the difference between TCP IP model and OSI model? And also understand the function for each layer and how each layer are communicated with each other over the network scenario. And we need to understand the maxing and the maxing concept. In chapter 11, we discuss about UDP. First of all, we need to know that UDP is a connectionless approach. Okay, and we need to understand the basic structure for UDP datagram, how what kind of information will be carried in the header. Also, we need to understand how the pseudo header are being utilized to provide certain kind of error detection features. Okay, how the pseudo header are being constructed. Here is the pseudo header, and then how the UDP packets are being embedded into IP header as the payload for IP packets. Then the IP packets would put into the frames. The frame can be Ethernet frame or frame relay frame, etc. It depends on the physical layer technology being utilized. Okay. One important concept here is the port number. Remember, we discussed about different kind of application or process running in parallel on each individual machine. When we need to communicate between different machines, we need to identify which pair or pairs of programs need to communicate or exchange data among them. We use the port number to identify each individual programs. We also need to aware that how the port number are being assigned. One could be fixed, such as those well-known ports. Okay, some of them are being assigned dynamically, and we need to aware these two different kind of approach and pros and cons for each of them. Okay, that's all for the general overview about the contents we would cover in the midterm exam. And if you have further questions, you are welcome to come to me during office hours and email me. That would be great as well. Okay, good luck.